Happy afternoon, children. How are you? You all had your lunch? Yes or no? Okay, children. Now what we are going to do? Yes? Which chapter we are going to see? Louder. Yes. We are going to continue our chapter 6. What is it? Chapter 6. Okay, tell me what is the title of this lesson? What is the name of this lesson, children? What is it? One thing is permanent in the world. What is it? Yes, very good. Changes around us. What is the lesson name? Changes around us. Shall we go? So these are the content. Okay, children, look at here. Introduction, changes definition, types of changes. Can all changes always be reversed? Could there be other ways to bring a change? And then in the last we'll have a recap. Whether you are ready with your note and pen, children? Yes or no? Yes. So, now tell me what is mean by changes. You are going to answer me. Open your marks. What is mean by changes? Louder. Yes? Very good. Changes nothing but alter, to give a substitute to experience a different state or condition. Very good, children. So, in the last class we had seen the definition of changes. Today we are going to see about what are the types of changes. Children, these types of changes is not there in your book. Okay. So, I feel it is important to teach you this. So, I am giving you this. Okay. So, note the points which I am telling you one by one. Shall we go? Yes. So, what is it first one? Introduction. As I said you, changes are the only thing which is permanent in the world. Everything around us changes. Everything around us in our day life changes. Yes or no? Seasonal changes, growth changes, and then everything changes. So, changes definition also we had seen. Yes or no? Changes nothing but alter. Both. Mean to make a change, alter. Both are same. Okay. Mean to make a difference in. To have a difference in state or condition of a thing. Or to substitute another state or condition. So, these are some of the example of changes which I said you in the last class. Today what we are going to see? Types of changes. Do you know what are the types of changes, children? If anyone know, open your mouth and tell me what are the types of changes. First tell me some changes which occurs around us. Yes, you tell me. Yes. Seasonal changes, very good, which we discussed in the last class. And then growth changes. Yes, the world has also changed a lot compared to our ancient period. Yes or no? The world has also changed and developed a lot. So, there are different types of changes. So, the changes are of two types. Note it down. First, write the definition of changes and then write the types of changes. And then note it down. There are two types of changes. How many types of changes are there, children? Two types of changes. What are they? Look at here. Physical and chemical changes. What is it? Physical and chemical changes are the two types of changes. Okay. This is based on their behavior. Physical changes mean the external appearance. And the chemical means internal character. So, this is based on it. And there are some other changes like reversible changes, irreversible changes are also there. So, here we have two types of changes. They are physical changes and then chemical changes. Now, we are going to discuss about this physical and chemical changes. Have you heard this word physically present, mentally absent? In the class, your teachers used to say, right? So, your body is present there, but your mind is thinking about something. Yes or no, children? Now also, some few of them are present in front of me, but you are thinking about some other things. Yes, what is it called as? Physically present. Only your body is present there. Mentally means, but your thoughts are not there. It is wandering some other places. So, what is it called as? Physical and mental. Mental means not that mental, okay, children? So, mentally means your presence of mind. Here, chemical is nothing but physical means our external appearance like shape, size, color. Chemical is nothing but within us. Okay, our blood group. So, what is it? Chemical factors. So, these are all the physical. Based on this, the changes are divided into two types. They are physical changes and then chemical changes. Okay, after writing this, note it down. Physical changes. Shall we go? Okay. Physical changes occurs when objects or substance undergo a change that does not change their chemical composition. First, let me tell me what is that chemical composition. Okay, children. Chemical composition is nothing but two or more things combined to form a new substance is called chemical. Okay. Have you heard about chemicals, the word? Yes. Here, two or more things combined to form a new one is called as chemical. So, physical change is nothing but it gives changes to the substance, but it does not have any change in its chemical comp. For example, consider water, children. Consider water. What is the molecular formula for water? What is the molecular formula for water? Whether it is O2 or CO2? Yes, very good. It is H2O. The molecular formula for water is H2O. What is that H2O? 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. What is it? 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So, the chemical composition of water is 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Okay? This is the chemical composition of water. Coming to the changes now. Physical changes. So, I said you already water can exist in all three forms of state. Yes or no? Water can exist in all three forms of state. They are solid, liquid and gases. What is it, children? Solid, liquid and gases. Solid means, so it can exist in form of ice cubes. Liquid is water and gases form vapor. Okay. So, only the state changes from solid, liquid and gases. But the composition, the 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen is present. It may be in the ice form, it has 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. It may be in the liquid form, it has 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. It may be in the gaseous form, it has 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Clear? So, physical change is nothing but it has changes which do not change the chemical composition. I hope you have understood now. Yes or no, children? So, water can exist in 3 states. It is a physical change. But the chemical composition, that is what it is made up of, it does not changes. This type of change is called as physical change. Look at here. Cutting a piece of paper. If you are going to tear a paper also, what is it called as? It is called as paper only. Yes or no? Yes or no, children? If you are going to tear this paper, you are going to call it as paper only. You are not going to give some other name for this. Yes or no? If you are going to tear this again and again, it is going to be called as paper only. Yes? Only the size changes. Whether is there any change in this paper? No. And then what is some other examples? Sliced tomato. If you are going to cut the tomato also, you are going to call it as tomato only. Its names doesn't changes to potato or pumpkin. Yes or no? If you are going to cut this potato, it is going to be called as potato only. Its name is not going to be changed. Yes or no? So what is this type of change called as? Physical changes. And cutting our hair. This is also one type of physical change. Peeling orange, this is also an example for physical change. Okay children, now look at here. So I said you right, tearing a paper. If you are going to tear a paper again and again, you are going to call it as a paper only. You are not going to give some other name. Look at here, I am going to tear this now. So what is this children? Look at here. I have tagged this. So before it is called as paper. Now we are going to call it as again paper and its name not going to be changed. Again I am going to tag this. Look at here. I am going to call it again as paper only. Yes, I am not going to call it as a book or note. So what is this type of changes called as children? Physical changes. Only their size and shape changes here. It is called as physical change. And next one. What is it? A piece of chalk. We are going to take a piece of chalk and make it as a powder. Yes. So if you are going to break that again and again, now I am having a piece of chalk, I am going to break that chalk. I am going to call it as chalk. Its name and composition does not change as if I am going to break it. Whether its composition changes children when I am breaking the chalk piece? No. It is going to be called as only chalk. And I am going to make it as a powder. It is called as chalk powder. Whether its composition changes? No. I can able to again make the chalk powder into a chalk piece. So this type of changes is called as physical changes. Clear? Look at here, one more example I said you right already. So water can exist in all three states of matter. They are solids, liquid and gases. Only the state changes but the composition does not changes. Whether here H2O is converted into O2? No. H2O is H2O only. That is water only. But only its state changes. Its composition does not changes. I hope you are clear with physical changes children. Now we are going to see the definition of physical changes. Have a note of it. Definition of physical change. Properties such as shape, size, color and state of substance are called as its physical properties. What is called as physical properties? Such properties such as size, shape, color and state of substance are called as physical properties. So these are called as physical properties. If a substance undergoes change in physical property of a material is called as physical change. So if the changes undergoes in physical property, it is called as physical change. So look at here again children. Properties such as size, shape, color and state of substance are called as physical properties. These are called as physical properties. So, if a substance undergoes change in physical property of a material, if a substance has a change in the physical property of the material, then it is called as physical change. Clear children? What is mean by changes? Types of changes. In that we had seen what is mean by physical changes. I hope you are clear up to the physical changes. Now we are going to move to the next one. So look at here one more thing. A physical change is generally a reversible change. What is it? It is generally a reversible change. This we can get again. Okay. And here no new substance is formed. What is it? No new substance is formed in a physical change. Example, I am going to stretch a rubber band. So after I am releasing it, what happens? It again regains original position. So what is this? It is a reversible change. Is there any new substance formed?